Airports can feel like a battleground for anyone, but for senior travelers, they can sometimes feel like an exhausting maze of rules, queues, and confusion. You've got your bags packed, passport ready, excitement bubbling, and then boom, you're hit with long security lines, uncomfortable procedures, and unfamiliar protocols. Let's face it, flying in your 70s or 80s isn't always as easy as it should be. But here's the good news. The TSA, the Transportation Security Administration in the United States, has rolled out updated policies in 2025 to ease the burden on older travelers. These aren't just general travel tips. These are official rules that apply specifically to seniors, especially those aged 75 and above. So, if you're planning a flight soon or assisting an elderly loved one through the process, this guide is essential. Let's walk through the key TSA rules in 2025 that every senior traveler needs to know before heading to the airport. Rule 1. Seniors aged 75 and over may keep their shoes and light jackets on. One of the biggest changes for older passengers is the exemption from removing shoes and outerwear during screening. If you're 75 or older, you're no longer required to take off your shoes or light jackets when passing through the security checkpoint. This change is not just convenient, it helps reduce the physical strain and balance difficulties that can come with removing and putting back on footwear in a public, high-pressure setting. However, this rule does come with one condition. If you trigger the alarm during initial screening, you may be asked to remove your shoes or jacket as part of further inspection. Rule 2. Second screening opportunity before a pat-down. Another key rule for senior travelers is the allowance of a second pass through the screening equipment before undergoing a physical pat-down. If a metal detector or body scanner is set off, seniors have the right to request a second screening attempt. This measure gives elderly travelers a chance to avoid unnecessary physical inspections, especially when the alarm may have been caused by harmless medical implants or mobility aids. If the alarm goes off again, the standard procedure may still apply. But this rule provides an important extra layer of dignity and consideration. Rule 3. You can request to be seated during additional screening. In cases where a physical pat-down becomes necessary, the TSA allows senior passengers to request to remain seated during the process. Standing for extended periods, especially in an unfamiliar, high-traffic area, can be difficult or even dangerous for some seniors. TSA officers are trained to accommodate this request and conduct the required screening while the passenger remains seated, making the experience less taxing and more respectful. Rule 4. Travel companions are allowed to assist. While not exclusive to seniors, this rule is particularly helpful for those who may need a bit of extra support. The TSA permits a travel companion to assist a senior traveler during the security process. This means they can help with removing and placing items on the conveyor belt, speak to TSA officers on behalf of the senior, and explain any relevant medical conditions or cognitive concerns. Companions can remain close during screening, especially when traveling with someone experiencing Alzheimer's, dementia, or other cognitive impairments. If required, they may also help guide TSA officers in how best to engage with their loved one during screening. Rule 5. Medical implants and devices must be declared but not removed. Senior travelers who have pacemakers, artificial joints, hearing aids, or other medically implanted devices should notify the TSA officer before screening begins. These items do not need to be removed, but they often set off alarms. If declared in advance, officers can carry out an alternative screening, such as using a handheld wand or conducting a pat-down in a non-sensitive area. Travelers are encouraged to carry medical ID cards or doctor's notes explaining the device or condition, which can help streamline the process. Rule 6. Oxygen tanks and respiratory devices are permitted with caution. For seniors who require oxygen tanks or respiratory aids, the TSA allows portable oxygen concentrators, POCS, CPAP machines, and similar equipment through checkpoints. However, these devices must be screened. If the passenger cannot disconnect from the device, TSA officers will perform a special swab test to check for traces of explosives. Travelers are encouraged to contact their airline before flying to ensure their device is permitted on board, and to call the TSA Cares helpline at least 72 hours before departure to coordinate security screening. Rule 7. Use of TSA Cares support services. TSA offers a dedicated helpline, TSA Cares, specifically for individuals with disabilities, medical needs, or age-related concerns. Seniors or their caregivers can call 1-855-787-2227 at least 72 hours before flying to ask questions, request assistance, or arrange for a TSA passenger support specialist to help at the airport. This rule ensures that older passengers aren't navigating the system alone, and that their unique needs are understood in advance, reducing surprises and anxiety on the day of travel. Rule 8. Mobility aids are subject to inspection, not removal. Wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and scooters are all allowed through TSA checkpoints, but will need to be inspected. TSA officers will swab mobility aids to check for explosive materials and may ask that any bags or accessories attached to the equipment be removed and sent through the X-ray machine. Importantly, seniors who cannot walk or stand will be screened while seated, and their devices will be inspected manually without them having to part with vital support equipment. Rule 9. Medications are exempt from the 100 milliliter rule, but must be declared. The standard TSA liquid rule, limiting liquids to 100 milliliters, does not apply to medically necessary liquids, such as insulin, heart medications, or other essential prescriptions. These items are allowed in larger quantities, but must be clearly labeled and declared at the checkpoint. TSA officers may perform additional screening on these items, so it's advised to keep them separate from other carry-on belongings. Syringes, EpiPens, IV bags, and related equipment are also permitted, but must be mentioned at the start of screening. Bringing a copy of your prescription or a doctor's note can help validate the need for any questionable items. Rule 10. Private screening is available upon request. For seniors who may feel uncomfortable being screened in public, the TSA offers the right to request a private screening. This applies to any passenger, but it is especially beneficial for older adults with medical concerns, cultural considerations, or personal discomfort. You can ask for a private room where the screening will be conducted respectfully and out of public view. Your companion may accompany you during this process for support. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon for more informative travel content. Got a question or an experience you want to share? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, travel smart, earn more, and live free.